In this video, we're going to read and plot points on a straight line. If you're revising, you can pause the video and have a go at questions 7 to 11. Now, line segments. These are where when a line has two endpoints, and this applies to the graphs we have looked at up until this point. But straight line graphs have no line segments, which means that the points can be extended at either end as far as possible. So the lines are never ending. No start, no finish. Question 7. Complete the table for the coordinates A, D. A to D. So for A, it wants us to write the x value here and the y value here. So for A, we'd have to go along the corridor 1 and up the stairs 3. So that would be 1, 3. For B, we have to go along the corridor 2 and up the stairs 5. So the x value is 2 and the y value is 5. For C, you have to go along the corridor 4 and up the stairs 9. So 4, 9. D is not after that. D is right down here. So if we're starting at 0, 0, we have to go back to -2 and then down to -3. So -2, -3. Question 8 says, what are the coordinates of point E if its x coordinate is 1.5? So the coordinate's not marked on here, but it has an x coordinate of 1.5. So we'll try and find 1.5, which is here. And that's the x value. So the y value corresponding to that is 4. So the coordinates of the point E would be 1.5, because they've already told you that. That's the x value. And then 4 for the y. Number 9. What would the y coordinate be if the x coordinate was 3? So we go to the x-axis, get the x to be 3. Meet the line, we go to there, which is 3, 7. Now, I could write 3, 7, but that wouldn't, like the last question. But the last question asked for what are the coordinates, and I gave the coordinates. In number 9, it says what would the y coordinate be? So it just wants the y value. So the y coordinate would be 7. Question 10. What would the y coordinate be if the x coordinate was 10? Well, we can clearly see that 10 is not on the graph, so we're going to have to think outside, not outside the box, but literally outside of the graph. And to do that, we need to maybe find a rule that connects the x value and the y value. And indeed, that's what question 11 asks. What is the connection between the y coordinate and the x coordinate of points on this line? Every point that's on the line follows a certain rule. There's a way, a method to get the y value if you know the x value. And the best way to find this rule would be to look at the table, maybe not the negatives because it's a bit harder, but how do you get from 1 to 3? Think of a method. For example, I could think, well, I know how to get from 1 to 3. You could just add 2. But then if we check the next one, if we do that rule of adding 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, but not 5. So that rule doesn't work. So we want to find a rule that works to get from 1 to 3. It also gets you from 2 to 5. It also gets you from 4 to 9. It also gets you from 1.5 to 4. It also gets you from 3 to 7, and so on and so forth. If you follow it along, you might sort of also see a pattern as you go. Every time we increase the x value by 1, the y value increases by 2. So you could count along if you want to. That would answer question 10. The answer is, it would be 21. So how did I get that? What is the connection between the y coordinate and the x coordinate? So the answer to that is the y coordinate is double the x apologies for the writing here. The y coordinate is double the x coordinate. Let's see, does that work? Well, double 1 you get 2, double 2 you get 4, double 4 you get 8. So it's not right, but it's very close each time. All you have to do after you double it is add 1. So the y coordinate is double the x coordinate plus 1. So how do we write that down? That's fine. That's the connection there. You can write it in a more mathematical way, which you'll lead into more into year 9. But I'm going to break it down for you here as a bit of an extension and see if you can do it in the exercises as well. Using algebra, I can say the y coordinate. I can just make that y. That's a quick way of doing it. The y coordinate is a short way of saying is equal to. So I can put down that the y coordinate is equal to, or is, double the x coordinate. Well, the x coordinate is x. If we double it, you're timesing it by 2, you'd have 2x plus 1. Literally just write down plus 1. The y coordinate is equal to double the x coordinate plus 1. If that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry, that's sort of pushing into year 9, but I thought you could see it, get a bit of exposure to it now. Okay, that's it. Except just wanted to emphasize one point. It says the line has been extended beyond the plotted points, and indeed this line goes on forever and ever. If, you could have a graphing program. If you go onto Google, you could check Desmos or GeoGebra. That line goes on forever. Doesn't stop. The only reason why it stops on the page that you have on the page in front of me is because there's no more graph paper left. So when you're drawing a straight line graph, you should always extend it as far as the graph paper goes. It shouldn't look like that. It should keep going in whatever direction.